What is good, everybody? It is South Bay Chris, and today I have an insane transformation for you guys. My client here flew 3 hours from Houston to LA just for this cut by me. He said it's time to chop the dreads off. It's time for a new look, for a new him. Let's go. He said this is about 2 to 3 years worth of growth right here. As you can see, I was holding him up. I'm like, all right, man, it's go time. Now I'm gonna go in with the scissors, the big boy scissors right here, and start chopping away. Now I don't have to worry about leaving any length really, because we're not going to do a fro or anything like that. We're actually going to go down to wavelength. He said it's time for the waves, and his front hairline area is thinner. There's some patches right there, so I'm hoping that when I lay it down, it's full enough to give him a nice clean lineup in the front. And right here you can see me placing the dreads on the counter because he does want to preserve them just in case he ever wants to do locks again later down the line. And I know some of you guys might be wondering, damn Chris, he really flew to you from Houston to LA just for this cut? Yes, he really did. And I asked him why myself too, and he said, Chris, I got a cut by you like 4 years ago, and man, you got me right. And something this big and monumental for myself, cutting these dreads off, I didn't want nobody doing it but you. So making the flight out here for something like this is no big deal. And that right there, guys, is what he said on why he came out here. People take their hair very serious. It really is your whole identity. And a lot of people, once they trust somebody with their hair, there's no going to anybody else. But now that you guys got some backstory on the cut, just enjoy the transformation, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit once I start explaining some more. Now that I pretty much cut all the locks off, I'm going in and I'm picking out the hair just to make it easier for my clipper to cut right now. And I go in with the clipper a number 4 guard. I go in with the number 4 a little higher at first just to make sure that I leave enough length to lay it down. I don't know how his hair is going to react, so a number 4 is a safe bet. And with that number 4, I'm going in all different directions, against the grain, with the grain. I'm really just trying to knock all the hair down nice and even. And my client did tell me take the beard off, but I want to leave the goatee in the stash and have it disconnected. I said I got you, and that's what I'm doing right here, just shaving that whole thing off because it's kind of patchy anyway, so the goatee in the stash will be the right way to go. And right here what I'm applying is some stronghold mousse, and what this is going to do is going to lay down his hair, especially since he wants waves. That's what we got to do to really get it laid down nice. After I finish getting that mousse all over his head, I then with the blow dryer and the wave brush start brushing it in the direction that I want it to lay. Once it's all dried up, I go in with the 1.5 guard with the grain, and I'm just going over any dark areas that I want to lighten up to give it the illusion that it's all full. Since his hair was a little patchy, there are just some dark spots in lighter areas, so giving it that illusion is essential. And right here, I'm just applying hairspray. This is going to really lock the hair in because there's one more step to lay the hair down. And that step is applying the do-rag. And after I apply the do-rag, I go in with the blow dryer to dry it up quick, and I go in with hot air, and from a distance I go over it for about 1.5 minutes, and then after I go really close with cold air, because the hot air kind of opens up the pores, the cold air locks it in. And just look at that lay down, guys. Now it's time for me to start putting in my taper now that the hair is nice and laid down. And just so you guys know watching what type of cut this is a low taper that we are doing on him. And you can see right here, he's knocking out. That's how relaxing this cut is. A lot of my clients, they honestly knock out in the chair. And just look at that blend coming together. And after that, we start putting in our hook and the side edge. And I also put in my edges for the neck taper. And now it's time to line up that stash and disconnect it from the goatee. And that week that I cut his hair, he actually wasn't the only client that flew to me from somewhere else to get a cut here in LA. I had another client the day after him come from San Francisco to LA just for the cut. And if you would have told me when I first started cutting hair that I would have clients flying out to me, I would have thought you were crazy, honestly. But it's just wild what barbering's been able to do for me since I started. I'm very, very grateful for it all. You know, I thank God up above for him blessing me with barbering and all the experiences and opportunities that have came with it. And right here, just touching up the lineup, ensuring that it's coming out symmetrical on each side. That's very important. And now it's razor time. Time to get all these edges really, really sharp. Probably one of my favorite and most satisfying parts, because this is where everything starts to come together in the haircut. And yes, we are doing his brows too at his request, so time to start shaping them. And I'm making sure not to give him like a super feminine, sharp, pointy shape. Nice and clean, but more on the natural side. And this is really like the last step in the cut, getting all these finishing touches with the razor. So if you've made it this far, I appreciate you watching. If you could hit that like button, I'd greatly appreciate that. And leave a comment, let me know what you guys think down below. Should I drop more videos like this? And this is the before, how he came in with the dreadlocks, thinning in the front. My guy wanted a whole new makeover, and boom, this is the after. The low taper, laid down the hair for waves. Tell me he doesn't look like a whole different person. And I haven't showed him the camera yet, but you guys are about to see his reaction right now. Check yourself out, man.
You know what I'm talking about, man? This what I'm talking about right here, man. That's how you make somebody look like somebody. Right there, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is brand new right here.
Oh, man, it's fresh, man. I ain't gonna know it's me.
Yeah, peep that.
This dope, man. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you were looking for, a whole new,
yeah,
just a whole new look.
vibe,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a completely different
Real
vibe.
time,
Yeah.
And see, that's how I like my hair cut. You know what I'm saying? So
Laid everything down for you.
Cause once I get that wave cap on, it's going down. It was cool, the beard.
Yeah.
And normally the gray kind of throw me out, you know what I'm saying? But it looked good.
Nah, it looks good.
It looked good, you know what I'm saying? I normally do it thick, thinner too.
Yeah.
But it looked different, man. It looked good on me. I gotta see my mom say. Yeah, I like it though. Yeah.
But there you have it. That's the video. I will see you guys in the next one.